I'm fine.
I'm so happy, so honored, and so privileged, so excited to be here. I met my good friend Mr. Martin Lopez a few months ago in Peru. Latin America has invited him to be a very special guest and speaker for one of the independent conventions. So at that time, we met him and we discussed a lot, regarding what need to be done to bring back Philippines to the number one.
Yes.
You see, I remember when I joined the DXN back in 2001, at the time, India and Philippines were like competing with each other. But Philippines became number one so quick in 2001, and it had a good, gap between the first and the second nation in the world. And Philippines was undoubtedly the number one for so many years, starting from 2001.
Wow.
Month after month, Philippines kept breaking its records, and it started to grow from 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009. All these years, Philippines ruled the world.
Wow.
I don't know how many of you were there at the time, but everybody around the world were looking at the Filipinos. What magic do you guys have that made you the top country that keeps on breaking records and you maintain that position? What is the discipline? What is the thing that you're doing? And everybody was looking upon the Philippines. And then we had a lot of Philippine trainers who happened to travel to Latin America when Latin America was started in Mexico, Tita Neng, we have a lot of Philippine leaders, starting with Tita Neng, Marquin, and many other leaders as well. They traveled across to train the Latinos. And then in 2011, 2012, Mexico came up. I remember Mexico, we implemented the same system and the same concepts and the same power, the same excitement and whatever we had in Philippines, we tried to put in there in Mexico, and Mexico became number one. And then we expanded down to South America, to small countries like Peru, Bolivia, very small population. Peru is like 34 million, one-fourth the size of Philippines. Very small country. Then to Bolivia. Bolivia is even smaller. It's like around 11 million in population, one-tenth the size of Philippines.
Wow.
But if you look at the global scenario of DXN in terms of sales, number one is Peru. And they have remained number one for the last 8 to 9 years. Number two is Bolivia. They have also remained at number two for so many years. Number three is Mexico. Number fourth is the region of Gulf. Number fifth is India. Number six is Philippines. So we're discussing with the leaders what can be done to bring back Philippines to number one. And many people even ask me this question actually, is it possible to bring Philippines to number one? I say it's not just possible. Philippines can definitely become number one, but we are going to make Philippines rock the world once more.
Yes.
And we need to do it together.
Yes.
So Marvin was asking me, I want to see, I want to feel, I want to experience the magic in Peru. Then he came and he realized what is the magic happening in these nations actually. And I told them, let's start with independent conventions back in this thing. If they can do it, we can do it much more.
Yes.
So even before arriving to back to Philippines, there itself, he started to contact all his people, list down all the leaders and start to make preparations, and then decided, oh my God, I'm going to invite great leaders. I want to invite Mr. Laszlo from Europe. I'm going to invite Mr. Cho and Mr. David. I want to invite our Tita Neng. I'm going to invite, you also need to say, of course, if you're organizing the first independent convention, I'll be the first person to come. Because from the country, we have to endorse it. Because we have to show to the people that if they can do it and remain at number one, number two, number three, Philippines can do it much, much, much better.
Yes.
And that's what it all started. Thanks to Markwin and thanks to Jonalino, and they both together decided to make this happen and make this real. So today here we are. Thanks to all the special guests from various countries, Tita Neng, Mr. Laszlo, Mr. David, Ms. Cho, and all of you actually to support this big convention, independent convention. And this is the first one, but this is not last one. There's going to be many independent conventions to be held
Yes.
in Philippines from here on. And that is only going to bring back Philippines to the number one. So tomorrow is going to be a very special day, and tomorrow I'm going to share with you the real secret recipe behind the success of
Wow.
America. So are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so tomorrow and day after tomorrow is going to be a very busy day. So I look forward to meet everybody tomorrow, and let's have a good sharing, okay? All the best, and get started, and God bless all of you. Maraming salamat, and let's make Philippines number one.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Malakpan po natin yung mga incredible speakers natin. Okay, before tayo dumako sa dinner, okay, meron po muna tayong panonoorin na ABP. Ito po yung 30th